Good morning, children. Today we are going to have another poem written by Klein. This poem talks about how usually the parents or the elders in the house will be restricting you for doing and not doing certain things. For example, when you are watching television, they'll say that not to see the television, not to watch it. And then when you laugh, they say you should not laugh in that manner. So for everything, whatever you do, there will be a kind of restriction or a kind of control on you. So every child, whoever it is, whether it is a boy or a girl, will feel that he or she is controlled and instructed not to do anything or another thing. That means one thing or the another thing. So you feel when that kind of check is there, when you are doing anything and they restrict you from that, then you feel that your freedom is curtailed. So now let us see the poem Amanda, written by Klein. What she is going to tell in this poem, you'll understand if I read the poem for you. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So, this is the first way of the mother asking her not to do certain things. So, sometimes you will be keeping your hand in your mouth and you start biting your fingernails. So your mother also will tell you not to keep the finger in your mouth and bite the nails. The same way here, Amanda's mother was asking her not to bite her nails and not hunch your shoulders. Hunch means to droop. Drooping is nothing but bending the shoulders. And then she says that stop slouching. Slouching means doing things very lazy manner, moving very lazily. And she always tells her to sit up straight. So now, there the mother will be going on nagging the girl. And the girl will be she will not react. She will not say anything. The girl who is very young, that girl by name Amanda, will not say anything. She simply listens to her mother and she goes into a kind of imaginary world. Now, the first time when her mother scolds her, nags her, goes on behind her saying something, this or the other one, then the girl imagines that there is a language. Language means in a very relaxed manner. And emerald sea. Emerald sea, the sea naturally appears green in color. Emerald here is a very costly stone, bright green color. So there is a compare and contrast between these two, where the sole inhabitant, soul means lonely, all alone. Inhabitant, the one who lives over there, is me. She says that it is her. Her means who here? Amanda. A mermaid. A mermaid means the kind of structure where the half of the body will be like a woman and the remaining body with a fish tail. Drifting blissfully. Drifting means floating on water, the fish will be coming onto the surface in order to respire. So here the mermaid is also coming onto the surface, blissfully, very happily. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. So this is the second type of nagging. The second time, mother nags her. She asks her whether Amanda finished her homework or did she keep her room tidy, neat? And I thought I told you to clean your shoes. So mother was thinking that she already told the girl to clean her shoes. And then again she calls her Amanda. This time, in the second type stanza, again the imaginary world appears before the little girl, young girl. And then what she says to herself, what she imagines to herself, that I am an orphan. So the girl thinks that she is an orphan. Do you know who is an orphan? The person who do not have anyone to look after, no shelter, nobody to look after, no home. So such kind of people you call them as orphans, roaming the street. So the orphan naturally, aimlessly roam about in the streets. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. So now the girl imagines that she is an orphan. Orphan naturally will not have very, no shoes on, no proper clothes and no shelter, all those things. Now she says that with her bare feet she is making certain patterns, some designs she is making on the soft dust with her bare feet. Bare feet means no shoes on, without shoes. Okay. The silence is golden. The freedom is sweet. Now she imagines that the silence is just like the gold and the freedom. What's the freedom she is enjoying now? It is just tasting very sweet. The next stanza. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So now, in the third stanza, the mother reminds her of the pimples that she is going to get. Maybe she's an adolescent girl where she eats more of chocolates. Naturally, the pimples appear on the face. So she was telling her, restricting her from eating the chocolate and asking her to just be mindful about the acne that she was going to get on her face. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you? Now, the woman, the mother or an elder who was just nagging was feeling that she was not looking at her when she's speaking to her. Naturally, when an elderly person is talking and you don't respond to it, a child, then the ego of the person will be hurt. The same thing happened to this Amanda's mother. She was just telling her, instructing her while she's talking, the girl should look at her. Now, again, imagination of the girl. I am Rapunzel. I have not care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. So she is now considering herself as Rapunzel, the princess in the cartoons and all. You'll find with a blondie hair, very long blondie hair. She says that I have not a care. Life in a tower. Now she doesn't want to care for anything. The life what she was leading in the tower, Tower means a very long construction. Okay. A castle which is quite tranquil. Tranquil means very peaceful, very rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright air. So she used to sit near the window and observe the nature. So now she didn't want to just have a bright air on the near the window. She is not going to let it out of the window. Now again, in reality, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged you, Amanda. So the mother was going on telling that. What is that? Sulking means not being a cheerful, morose. Okay. So she's telling, don't be like that. Amanda, if you do like that, if you are so moody like that, people will think that I nagged you. I nagged at you. So naturally, she is doing that. But still, she says that she is not doing what others will feel if that kind of thing comes to the notice of the people. Now, I'll give you the theme of the poem, Amanda. It is written again, I am reminding you about the name of the poet. Robin Klein. Children are often troubled with many do's and don'ts by their parents or elders at home. But such disciplining and control should be exercised only by the right persons, not everyone, who have a thorough understanding of the qualities of the child under their care. So, everyone cannot go on nagging the children. It is the one who knows very well about them. They can understand them. Such kind of people only have to nag them, scold them, or say something to them. Tell them not to do this, not to do that. Maybe they listen to them. But here, in this poem, you will find if it is not done in that way, and everyone will take a chance of telling something to the others, everyone, then what will happen? Many of the Amandas would be robbed of their childhood, their dreams, their imaginations. Everything will be cut short, curtailed. What I use the word is curtailed in the early stages of their life, and they get spoiled. So we should be mindful about dealing with the children. You should understand, you should know not all children will be like Amandas. There will be, actually here Amanda itself indicates that is quite intelligent and intellectual girl. At the same time, she is quite clever. She understands. She knows everything. So I'll give you the meaning of Amanda. This is the negative form of the Sanskrit word Manda. Manda means it is a dull-headed person. The one who didn't have that. You can say that the person doesn't have proper brains to think. The female child, Amanda, is a girl child. Spoken to here is not a Manda or stupid, but an Amanda, a sharp-minded person with artistic abilities. Why the poet is saying that here she has got artistic abilities? Because she started imagining everything to herself whenever her mother was scolding her. Unfortunately, the speaker, the one who is elder or her mother, here does not seem to recognize her special gifts or ignores her idle world of visions completely. So the elderly person, whoever is nagging Amanda, conveniently forgets that the child is quite intelligent. He has got certain vision. Totally, the person ignores that completely, totally. Just she goes on nagging her about what she finds faulty or improper with her, calling her Amanda all the time without caring to know what she really is. So, without paying any attention, without knowing what kind of a child she is, whether she is a gifted one, has got some talents and all those things, she won't understand, and she goes on nagging her every time, referring her as Amanda. Indirectly, she is telling her she is quite intelligent, but still she nags her. The repetition of Amanda every time by the speaker is ironical in that she does not know about the special skills of the child. Also, it suggests that she need not and she should not control an Amanda like she is doing now, which shows her as a troublesome elder. The one who always nags somebody indicates that they are quite troublesome. There is a nagging tone present throughout the poem, evoking the sympathy of the reader by the silent child. Now, let me just explain you line by line. I'll give you stanza-wise explanation. So what is the first stanza? Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit straight, Amanda. So here, in this stanza, Amanda is instructed apparently, seemingly, by her parents not to bite her nails and sit lazily with her shoulders bent, that is hunched. This is a bad norm and lacks proper etiquette. The tone and the tenor of the instruction of how to sit, her present sitting slouching, is not acceptable, is derogatory and insulting. Amanda is getting trained in social and personal etiquette, but the manner is highly demeaning. This implies a suggestion to parents of young girls as to how they should bring up their children, especially the girls, and the stress is on making Amanda acceptable to human society, but the modus operandi is willfully wrong. Means the mode of dealing is quite wrong, not appropriate. Then her name in the end of this stanza is made to sound in the form of an exclamation as irritating and or insulting. It expresses Amanda's parents' wrong methods of teaching and training her to how to be in the human society. They are teaching, but the method or the phenomena is not the right one. Now, this is put it in the after the first stanza. There is certain lines, that is 5 to 7 lines, which are very important in the sense that is put in the brackets. There is a languid emerald sea, where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid, drifting blissfully. So, here, what she wants to convey, this stanza, usually given in the brackets, and throws light on the presented situation in the poem. Also, it is an imaginative escape of Amanda, who is highly sensitive and feels greatly troubled by the taunts of her parents. She escapes in imagination to her own world into the sea, which is far away from the nagging commands of her parents. This imagined world is free from any kind of restriction. There are no restraints here for Amanda. She imagines herself like a free and joyful mermaid sailing freely as she likes in the emerald waters. This world of Amanda is a blissful place where she wants to be forever. Mermaid is now a symbol of freedom and wonder for her. It implies that children in such situation act like this. And next one. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. The poet here brings back Amanda in her physical world again, from imaginary world to physical world. Amanda's parents ask her if she has finished her homework and tidied her room. She is also instructed to clean her shoes. The pattern of instructions amounts to treat Amanda in a humiliating, insulting tone. It implies that Amanda doesn't care for these instructions as she feels disgusted with the nagging attitude of her parents. Equally, her parents adopt a stern tone. Stern means serious. Tone, way of speaking, involved in I thought I told you to clean your shoes. This exclamation mark after her name reveals this aspect. It points to the possibility that Amanda is getting obstinate, stubborn, and her parents are losing their head onto her. That means they feel that she is going out of their hands. I am an orphan roaming the street, patterns of dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Lines 12 to 14 also have got some important significance over here. What is that? We'll see. In this stanza, we find Amanda reacting to her mother's harsh words. She withdraws into her imaginative world again. The first line, I am an orphan, expresses Amanda's helplessness and awful depression. She is greatly dejected and disappointed due to the irrational instructions of her parents, and continuous questioning simply troubles her emotionally. She has no shoes on her feet as she creates a pattern on the soft dust with bare and hushed feet. She walks in a hushed manner which throws light on her precarious condition. She cherishes the silence and freedom to do as she likes to do. She likes to remain in her world of imagination due to the nagging instructions of her mother. She loves silence and freedom just because of her parents' yelling and crude kind of commands. In the next stanza, don't eat the chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? This is another stanza from lines 15 to 18. These instructions are rather the cold commands of Amanda's parents. Go on, that means continue. She's asked not to eat chocolates as she will develop acne on her face. It implies the natural phenomenon of developing acne. This again is an indication of the value and necessity of social dispensation of life. Her parents nagging in, "Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda?" is cruel and monstrous in the sense that is simply killing Amanda's spontaneous growth. This also expresses her parents' anger as she is scolded now. The value of appearance in the society gains more significance than the natural growth. In the next stanza, we are coming very close to the poem. "And Rapunzel, I have not a care. Life in tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright air." These lines 19 to 21 are also quite important because they were put in the brackets, and this is the imaginary nature of the little girl Amanda. Here, Amanda is still in the world of her imagination. She imagines to be the long golden haired. I told you, blondie. That hair is called as blondie hair. Rapunzel, who lived in a castle. Rapunzel is the name of a German fairy tale character who was made to live in a high tower, and she was imprisoned by a witch. She thinks that Rapunzel's life must have been very peaceful and contented while living in that high tower. But she doesn't want Rapunzel's fate that was meted out to her. She doesn't want to let down her bright hair. She seeks Rapunzel-like life far away from the life she is at present living. The inhuman treatment has sapped Amanda's inclination towards human society. She doesn't want any other person with her, as that would mean repetition of her suffering emotionally. She doesn't have any faith in the human society and its cruel demands on her freedom and personal space. Now, I'll give you the last stanza. "Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged to you, Amanda." These lines, 22 to 25 will tell us this. Amanda's parents still continue. They go on and on and on with their harsh instructions. However, Amanda still remains in her own imaginative world. The parents believe that Amanda is not reacting, and that is bad. They are more worried about their impressions in society. It is clear, if anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda, apparently. They do not want the society to know they're nagging Amanda. They are worried about how the society will perceive them through Amanda's remaining in a foul mood. They are concerned with the establishing a fair balance between what Amanda wants and what the society expects of Amanda. This is a cruel situation as Amanda's parents are harming Amanda's natural growth due to the compulsions at societal level. Now let me ask you a few questions before I go for poetical devices. What does Robin Klein want to say in her poem Amanda? Any one of you can answer me? Sai? Yes, Amanda wishes to be a mermaid so she could drift alone by blissfully languid emerald sea. She yearns to be an orphan so that she is able to roam the sea and make patterns using her bare feet. Amanda wishes to be these so that she could avoid her suffocating reality. Who is Amanda? Can you answer me, Teja? Yes, Amanda is a little girl who seeks golden silence and sweet freedom. She wishes to roam around the streets and draw patterns with her feet. What kind of feet? Bare feet. Indeed, it is horribly depressing that Amanda expects being an orphan. Is Amanda at fault at all? Soumya? Yes, Amanda is not at fault at all. It is too harsh for a small child to understand the concept of acne and not eating a chocolate. There is nothing worse for a child who wishes to be an orphan. Amanda just seeks freedom from the overpowering environment around her. Now let us go to the poetic devices that you come across in this poem. The first poetic device is anaphora. It is repeated use of a word at start of two or more lines. Don't bite, don't hunch. The next one is assonance. Use of vowel sound O. Don't hunch, then your shoulders. Rhyme here, Amanda, Amanda, straight, Amanda, see, me, blissfully. Metaphor. Many times I told you what is a metaphor. Use of word emerald sea for green color of sea being similar to the color of emerald, a precious stone. This is a metaphor. Repetition. Use of word Amanda. Many a times it is at the end of every sentence almost it is used. Imagery. Now she imagines herself as a mermaid, and there she says, drifting blissfully, floating very happily, without any disturbances. Freely. Alliteration. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. Sound S is being repeated at the start of closely placed words. Allusion. This is another poetic device. Mermaid is well known imaginary creature. This is in the first stanza, literary devices. Let's go to the second one. Repeated use of a word at the start of two or more lines. What did I say to you? Yes, very good. It is an anaphora. Did you finish? Did you tidy? Your mother will be asking her this. And assonance is use of vowel sound O. Thought, told, you, your, shoes. And repetition again, use of the word Amanda. Metaphor. Silence is golden. Silence is said to be glorious, like golden color, shining bright. And then freedom is sweet. That means freedom is said to be sweet in taste. So, children, I hope you all understood the poem. Tomorrow, you come prepared with the reading of the poem once or twice, and let us discuss the questions and try to come to a conclusion about the poem Amanda. Thank you.